Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Kim and welcome back to Uncommonkim. So today I'm going to be going through my most anticipated releases from January to April for 2025. I have quite a few books to talk through, so I'm probably not going to go into massive of detail. I'll just show you the title, yada yada, maybe a bit of info, but we've got quite a few to get through. And these are books that I have pre-ordered myself, ready for next year, and I'm super excited to read them. So the first book is Witchcraft for Wayward Girls by Grady Hendrix. So this is Grady Hendrix's newest release and I'm so excited. I'm a big Grady Hendrix fan. Everything I have read from him has either been 4 or 5 stars and I cannot wait for this one. This one is coming out on the 16th of January and I'm super excited. I think this one has been delayed a few times, so I can't wait to read this one. So just to read briefly the synopsis. There's power in a book. They call them wayward girls, loose girls, girls who grow up too fast, and they've sent them to Wellwood Home in St. Augustine, Florida, where unwed mothers are hidden by their families to have their babies in secret, give them up for adoption, and most important of all, to forget any of it ever happened. I'm so excited to read this one. I'm probably going to read it in January as soon as I get my grubby little hands on it, because I love Grady Hendrix. I'm super excited to see what this new release is going to have. The next one is The Baby Dragon Cafe by Amana Qureshi. I don't know if I butchered that, but this looks so freaking cute. I think it's kind of cozy romance vibes, so the perfect read for fans of pumpkin spice cafe and legends and lattes. When Sapphire opens up her cafe for baby dragons and their humans, she wasn't expecting it to be so difficult to keep the fires burning. It turns out young dragons are not the best magical animals to keep in a cafe, and replacing all that burnt furniture is costing Sapphire a fortune. Aidan is a local gardener and local heartthrob, more interested in his plants than actually spending time with his disobedient baby dragon. When Aidan walks into Sapphire's cafe, he has a genius idea. He'll ask Sapphire to train his baby dragon and he'll pay her enough to keep the cafe afloat. I'm so excited to read this one. I'm really into like my cozy vibes, and this is my cozy vibe. I love the pumpkin spice cafe and I love legends and lattes, so I cannot wait to read this one. By Rebecca Yarros. I'm excited, but I'm not excited. I haven't read Iron Flame yet. I haven't read Iron Flame yet. So I'm buying it to say I own it, but I haven't read Iron Flame. So Onyx Storm is the 3rd book in the Fourth Wing series. I read Fourth Wing, it was an instant 5-star and it was amazing. I loved it. Iron Flame I have attempted to read once and put it down for now, but I will read it hopefully in time for Onyx Storm. Onyx Storm, it comes out on the 21st of January, so I have time. It's all good, I have time. Next we have Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. I'm a big Ali Hazelwood fan, so I was definitely going to chuck this one on there. This book comes out on the 4th of February, and I'm very excited to read it. I have no idea what this one's about. So a competitive diver and an ace swimmer jump into forbidden waters in this steamy college romance. Interesting that she's going college romance, but I really enjoyed like the Love Hypothesis and Bride. I'm hoping she'll do more books in like the world of Bride. We can hope. I love the Love Hypothesis, Love on the Brain. I'm very excited to read this one, and I feel like she's going for more cozy, not cozy, a college vibe. So maybe similar vibes to like Icebreaker, but obviously more swimming than anything else. But it should be a good fun read. Next we have Bones Beneath My Skin by TJ Klune, and I can actually show you a physical copy of this, as Tor has finally sent me, Tor has kindly sent me a ARC copy of this, and I'm super excited. I'm a huge TJ Klune fan. I give pretty much all of his books 5 or 4 stars, and I am so excited for this new release. So this comes out on the 6th of February 2025, obviously. Look at that cover, isn't it cute? I'm so excited. So, he lost everything, but can he find himself? In spring of 1995, Nate Cartwright is at a loose end. His parents are dead, his older brother has disowned him, and he's been fired from his job. Looking for a sense of direction, he returns to his family's summer cabin in Oregon. The cabin should be empty, but it's not. Inside is a man named Alex, an extraordinary little girl who calls herself Artemis Darth Vader. There's far more to art than meets the eye, but as Alex and Nate begin to bond over just how special she truly is, they discover that powerful forces are closing in, forces that want nothing more than to control her. As danger draws near, Nate must decide whether to let himself drown in the memories of his past or fight for art and a future he never thought possible. Embark on an action-packed supernatural road trip featuring best-selling author TJ Klune's trademark warmth and heartfelt sense of hope. A lot of TJ Klune's books typically have like LGBTQ plus rep, and I love it. So I'm very excited for this, and thank you again, Tor, for sending me an art copy. I am super stoked to get to this, probably in January. Next we have The Rebel Witch, which is the next book after The Crimson Moth. I haven't read The Crimson Moth yet, but I've been told I will love it, and it is on my 12 book from 12 friends, so I'm hoping I will enjoy it. So I pre-ordered The Rebel Witch just so I have it, because I have a problem. And The Rebel Witch comes out on the 27th of February. I'm very excited to read this one. Hopefully after I've enjoyed The Crimson Moth. Now next, we have The Rag Picker King by Cassandra Clare. I'm excited. I haven't read Swordcatcher. Like, I read half of Swordcatcher and I loved it. I loved the world building, I loved the characters. I was just in a dodgy place at the time, so I put it down. I plan to pick it up on my week off in March, because this book is released on the 4th of March. Write it in your calendar, lads. That's my birthday. And I'm so excited because Cassandra Clare has a book coming out on my birthday. So I'm super stoked to read this one, and I just think the cover is stunning, especially because I own 5 copies of Swordcatcher. Don't ask me how, I don't really know, but either way, I have 5 copies, and I do plan on reading it on my week off, the beginning of March, just before Rag Picker King comes out, and I cannot wait. I'm hoping Cassandra Clare might come back over to the UK and do another book signing, because I did go to one for Swordcatcher, but unfortunately she was ill, so couldn't like actually sign the books and I couldn't actually meet her. So I'm hoping that she'll come back and then I can actually meet her, because it will make my day. I cannot wait. So yeah, fingers crossed. But 4th of March, don't forget it. Next book we have The Strawberry Pancake House, which is the next book in the Dream Harbour series. I cannot wait for this book. I loved Pumpkin Spice Cafe, I loved the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, I loved the Christmas Tree Farm. I gave all of them 5 stars and I love this series and this town. Laurie Gilmore is amazing. I love her so much. This book comes out on the 13th of March and I'm super excited to read this one. The cover is so cute. I actually can't remember what characters we're following in this one, but I don't care. I know it will be good. I know the book she's just announced, which comes out later in 2025, we follow the other best friend, and I am so excited for that. But until then, we do have another book, which I'm very excited for. Next we have "See You at the Altar," which is the third book in the Can't Spell Treason Without Tea series. I read the first one and I really enjoyed it. It was really cute, cozy vibes. Reminds me of Legends and Lattes, hence why I loved it so much. I have book 2, I just haven't read it yet. It only came out very recently, so I definitely hope to get to it before "See You at the Altar," which comes out on the 20th of March. Next we have "Death at the White Hart" by Chris Chibnall. This comes out on the 27th of March. Now, my reasoning for picking this up is the author is the creator of Broadchurch. Now, if you don't know what Broadchurch is, it is a British drama, ITV drama, which features the amazing David Tennant. I love David Tennant, and he plays a detective, and a young boy is found dead in this town, and he is trying to discover what happened to him and how he died. And the series is phenomenal. If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend. I love it so much. But basically the person who wrote Broadchurch is writing Death at the White Hart, so all we know is a harrowing crime scene, a web of secrets, a victim who knew all of them, introducing Detective Nicola Bridge in the unputdownable debut novel from one of the Britain's most acclaimed storytellers. I'm super excited to read this one, especially because he created Broadchurch, and if you can create Broadchurch, you can fucking write. You can write. And I'm so excited to read this one. I think it's going to be a very good time. We have "A Drop of Corruption," which is the next book in the Tainted Cup series. I am yet to read the Tainted Cup, but it is on my 25 books to read in 2025, and I am very excited to read it. I think I'm going to save it for Realmathon this year, because I do read a lot of fantasy during Realmathon. Don't ask me why. And this comes out on the 1st of April, so I am very excited to read the Tainted Cup. I've been told I would love it, and I've seen so many people enjoy it, so it's definitely up there on my must reads. must reads. Next we have, I think, probably one of my most anticipated releases for next year, and that is Vera Wong's Guide to Snooping, which comes out on the 10th of April. Now, I read Vera Wong's anticipated, was it? Vera Wong, where are you? I think she's up there. Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers, and it is the funniest book I've ever read. It is about an Asian lady and her tea shop, and she finds a dead body in her tea shop, and it is funny. The audiobook is phenomenal. If you haven't read it, read it. But this is book 2, where we're back with Vera. I didn't think we were going to get a book 2. You would have loved to see my face when I was scrolling through Waterstones for my pre-orders for the Triple Point sale, and I saw Vera Wong's name. I screamed. And I cannot wait for this book to find out what the fuck that woman is getting up to now. I'm so excited for it. It is going to be a fucking good day. Next we have The Book That Held Her Heart, which comes out on the 10th of April also, which is, I believe, the third and final book in The Book That Wouldn't Burn, the library trilogy by Mark Lawrence. I am yet to read the second book, but I have time. I'm not in a rush, but I have read The Book That Wouldn't Burn, and I did really enjoy myself, and I am quite a fan of Mark Lawrence now. I read Red Sister. I do just have to read Grey Sister and Holy Sister, but I am having such a great time with his writing. And I also met him not too long ago in Waterstones with John Gwynne, and I think that's just made me love him more. So I'm very excited to get to this one, hopefully next year once I have read book 2. Next we have The Ashfire King. Now, this book has been pushed back and pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. The first book being The Stardust Thief, which I adored. I loved it, and it's how I discovered I really enjoy, as I call, Aladdin vibes in a book. And from there I've read like The City of Brass, like the David trilogy, and I've found my love for those settings. I have waited so long for the Ashfire King. It's just been delayed and delayed. I don't really know why or what reason there is behind it, but we currently have the 15th of April as the date it's coming out. Whether this is true, I don't know. Whether it'll be pushed back again, I don't know. I do hope it does come out, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. But I did really enjoy the Stardust Thief and I did give it 5 stars, so I'm kind of hoping that it does come out, because it's an excuse to reread the Stardust Thief, if it's anything. And the last book for my most anticipated releases from January to April is Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. So this is her newest release. It comes out on the 22nd of April, just before I go to Florida. Might be a good Florida read. And I believe, so we're following 2 writers who are competing for the chance to tell the larger than life story of a woman with more than a couple of plot twists up her sleeve in this dazzling and sweeping new novel from Emily Henry. I'm very excited to read this one. As always with Emily Henry, I do really enjoy her writing style and her romances. She is the only romance author to date to make me cry. And I mean bawl. I fucking bawled my eyes out at You and Me on Vacation. I have never cried so much over a romance novel. But there we go. But yeah, I'm super excited for all of these books, let's be honest. I'm super excited for all of them. Most excited for Vera. Come on, Vera. I'm so excited to read you. And also thank you again to Tor for sending me an early release of The Bones Beneath My Skin. I'm super excited to read that one, hopefully in the next month. Like, subscribe if you're new. Let me know if any of these are on your radar, or if they're now on your radar because you've heard me talk about them. I'd love to know. Or if there's anything I'm missing, tell me, because I will pre-order it. I will pre-order anything. I'm a fucking nightmare for pre-ordering. But let me know. I'd love to know. But I will see you all guys very soon for another video. Bye.